Welcome to the Reality Check podcast. I'm Zachary Phillips. Okay, so today it's just a quick update session. Basically, I haven't been posting any podcasts for a while. The main reason is that I've just had a new boy. Happy, healthy, feeding well, eating well, all of that sort of stuff. But as you imagine, being a new father takes a lot of time, at least initially. So I haven't been able to post on this channel as much as possible. But with that said, I do want to let you in on a couple of little things that I've been working on and that have been released in the time since I've last posted. The first one is my latest book, Mindfulness, a guidebook to the present moment. So this book is basically it is what it is, a guidebook to mindfulness. It is all of the tips, tricks, summaries, ideas, ways to get and maintain mindfulness. It's basically the mindfulness book that I wish existed. I meditate every day. 10 minutes of silent meditation followed by 10 minutes of guided meditation at the very least. And in all seriousness, I think that meditation is the single best thing that somebody can do for their mental health. If I could only say, do this one thing, obviously I'd say, meditate, exercise, socialize, writing therapy, speak to therapists, all of that sort of stuff. But this is the first thing that I would suggest to do is mindfulness meditation. So I'm just going to read you the blurb on the back a little bit, and then I'll tell you about the next thing that I've got coming. So, meditation made easy. Daily mindfulness meditation is the single best action one can take for a stable, functional, and content mental state. You will see improvements in clarity, calm, and control, reductions in the symptoms of anxiety, depression, and fatigue, and increased feelings of purpose, meaning, and joy. This book will get you meditating immediately, and then gently guide you through the deeper aspects of the practice, with clear, concise, and easy to understand language. It will provide you with a toolbox of sorts, one that will enable you to achieve the benefits of mindfulness both on the meditation mat and in your everyday life. Mindfulness, a guidebook to the present moment, is an essential read for both beginning meditators and seasoned practitioners. And that is obviously the sell, but as with everything that I do, I put everything up for free, chapter by chapter, over time. So if you click the link in the show notes, you'll be able to go to the website page for this book. And there, I think I've got 1 or 2 chapters up already. I've got, 4 guided meditations that you can download and play whenever you like. And you can purchase the book as a paperback, ebook, or audiobook if you want to have it in one place. Now, I'm holding the physical copy of the book right now, and I design all of the books I do as physical books, but the vast majority of sales that I get are audiobooks. Fair enough. I listen to a bunch of audiobooks, but this book is really meant to be used and held and just not studied, but it's a guidebook. It's a reference book. You can keep coming back to it throughout the entirety of the book. There's different long form meditations, and different glimpses, different sort of short form meditations that will get you into the mindful space on the go. So if you're interested, check the link below and stay tuned for updated chapters as I post them. The second thing I want to share with you, and this one sort of came out of the blue, I sort of didn't expect to be creating and doing this, but when inspiration strikes, I just sort of have to embrace it. And basically I've started a webcomic called Depresso Espresso. This is about an introverted coffee cup's attempt to understand the world. And it's basically, it's sort of one of the first purely creative entertainment things that I'm doing. Most of the stuff like the mindfulness book, like all the stuff I do is educationally orientated. But this is pure humor. My goal is to make you laugh, make you think, or basically to change your emotional state. It's good fun to do, and it's already received quite a good amount of feedback and a lot of responses and comments and people checking out the website. So I've given it its own website, Depresso Espresso Comics, and it's got its own Instagram account and all of that sort of stuff. So, obviously being a visual medium, I can't really sort of go into it in much more depth, but if you're looking for a bit of my humor, a bit of fun, head over to Depresso Espresso Comics. I'll put a link down in the show notes once again for that one. In terms of what I'm generally doing here on the Reality Check podcast, I've got a few podcasts recorded that I'm going to make my way through and share them in due time. But given the new baby, you might be able to hear it in the background. I'm not sure. You might be able to hear him crying out and that sort of stuff. it's a little bit hectic right now, obviously. So maybe in a month or two, I'll be able to get back to the regular posting that I was on prior to the birth of my second child. But I'm loving being a father. I'm loving creating this webcomic, and I'm super excited to bring you the mindfulness book. So check all of that sort of stuff out. Let me know. And just as a side note, I've been getting a few emails and direct comments on my social media, and it really warms my heart because, a lot of the time people will just listen and go, oh yeah, that's cool. But I see the views, but it's not that personal. So if and when people do take the time to comment and say hi or just, respond, it's heartwarming. So to everyone that's been doing that, thank you. I know that I'm not the best interpersonal communicator given social anxiety and all the other stuff, even through an online medium. I'm working on it. I'm trying, but I'm letting you know right now that I'm hearing you and I appreciate it. So thank you to everyone for the support, and cheers.